Video Tip. I'm your host, Eric Forsetter, and as always, I'm thrilled to have you back for another great edition of the EQ Video Tip. Before we jump into this week's tip, let's review the goals of EQ Video Tip. Welcome back. What's on tap for today? Well, we've got a great show from one of our favorites, Justin Bariso, and it's about the School of Hard Knocks. And what does that mean? Well, Justin, before he became a writer about EQ and just a terrific writer in itself, he actually went through and had a lot of jobs. When we say a lot of jobs, he was a paperboy, a stock person, a laundry mat assistant, a construction worker, a pizza delivery person, a dishwasher, a personal care assistant, draftsman, assembly line worker, and about 20 other things, believe it or not, tour guide, technical writer, line supervisor, a manager, and keep going on. About 40 or so jobs before he found what he considers his job for now. Not job for life, but job for now. We're going to talk about how you can learn from every single job, everything that you do, make yourself better, and become the ultimate person you want to be, and go where you want to be in life. Tip number one, you can learn anything. Just like Justin said, for almost every job that he had out there, he'd never done before, except maybe dishwasher, and even that he wasn't great at. The point is that you can learn any skill, any job. You just have to put your mind to it. So if you take your mind, you put it to it, you can learn that job. And you can ask people for help. You can ask for a mentor. Figure out what you need to do to get to the next level within that job and become an expert at it. And of course, you're going to learn from your mistakes along the way, which is so important as well. Remember, everybody at some point is the new guy. And if you think of your life that way, you're going to be able to succeed over time. Number two, it's all about your attitude. Every job has its perks and stuff that you really don't like. You need to think about, what do you love and what do you don't love? For example, when Justin was a pizza delivery guy, it was great because his car smelled like food all the time. Of course, he got to drive around, listen to music all the time, and guess what? He got paid for it. Yeah, there were things that didn't go so well for that, like he had to go back, do the dishes at the restaurant, but you have to enjoy what it is that you're doing and have a useful attitude towards that type of work. So think about what you're doing, what's great about it, to enjoy the job and grow yourself as well. Tip number three, you need to feel appreciated with any work that you're in. And it's important to have great leaders, great mentors, people who are helping you overall, because they teach you to be positive. And positivity has such an impact on your life, not only at work, but also with your family and with your friends. And you need to make sure that you have that positivity. A couple simple words that make a huge difference, like thank you. Make sure people thank you and you thank them as well. And also apologize when something's not right. Say, I'm sorry, or someone says to you, hey, I'm sorry. What happened there. Those simple gestures cost you nothing, but they turn into a huge ROI in the long run for yourself and for those other people. Our next tip, people need constructive feedback. Not just feedback, but constructive feedback. Don't nitpick, don't do little things that may, damage someone's behavior or something like that. Instead, identify places where people can improve, because we all need improvement. We're all human. We all make mistakes, and tiny feedback in forms that are going to help the person out make a huge difference. Making sure you're helping someone as opposed to hurting them is a huge thing. And as a leader, you have to do that every day for your staff, for yourself, and everything else, because you shouldn't be the clueless boss. Instead, you should be the counselor, the person who's a coach, a mentor, someone who's trying to help everybody out, and at the end of the day, will make everyone better. Our last tip, I love this one. Reflect, and then reflect again. And that means don't get caught up in doing the same thing over and over again and running so fast that you have this never-ending hamster wheel. Instead, take the time to think about what you're doing. Schedule time to stop, to think, and ask yourself, what have I learned recently? What have I learned in the last week? What am I doing well? And of course, what can I do better? When you think about those things and keep reflecting upon it, that's how you grow your EQ. That's how you become better at your job. That's how you go to the next job. And that's how you exceed your goals, as opposed to just maybe getting to them as well. So make sure you take time every day, every week, every month, and of course, every year to reflect, and then of course, reflect again. That's a wrap for this week's EQ video tip. Hopefully you enjoyed the tip. Of course, take these tips, make them yours, and grow your EQ to make the goals that you want in life happen as well. So that concludes our EQ video tip for today. Try incorporating some of these tips into your daily routine. But remember, use what works best for you and personalize it for yourself. Thank you always to our great research team for providing us with some great tips today. As always on EQ Video Tip, we want to end with gratitude. So thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Here are some resources that you can use if you want more information on EQ going forward. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thank you.